Kev, when you hosted for Diddy, did you catch any baby oil?
Wrong person, wrong question.
Do you think he's safe in jail?
Wrong person, wrong question.
It just keeps getting messier. Word on the street is that Diddy from his prison cell has allegedly sent threats to none other than Kevin Hart. Why? Because Kevin apparently spilled some serious tea to the feds and Diddy is not here for it. This is wild. Kevin's not exactly the type you'd expect to be in the middle of this kind of chaos, but here we are. The real question is, what did he say? And why would Diddy be so pressed? Buckle up, because we're about to break down all the drama. So get this, the DA just dropped a bombshell. Turns out Diddy has allegedly been contacting witnesses from inside jail. Yup, they're saying he's been using other inmates' phones to three-way call people on the outside who then patch him through to the actual people, which is how he was allegedly able to reach Kevin Hart to threaten him. Like, sir, are you running a call center from prison now? Here's a leaked audio of one of these alleged phone calls from prison.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
Now the question is, how does this connect to Kevin Hart? Well, back in 2010, Kevin hosted a Diddy party, and now we have discovered how intense these kinds of parties get. The clip has been making the rounds all over the internet, and people are looking at Kevin Hart in a different light, wondering if he does have some strong connection with Diddy.
But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed.
Now, if you watch closely, Kevin does not look like he's having the time of his life. In fact, he seems super uncomfortable. The energy's weird, and Kevin's whole vibe screams, "Get me out of here." Like, what was even happening? Now, that live stream wasn't just any party. It was an industry event to promote Diddy's group Dirty Money. But here's the thing. Just because Kevin showed up, hosted, or even laughed with Diddy doesn't mean he knew what was going on behind the scenes. Public appearances don't always mean private involvement. And honestly, that awkwardness, it wasn't just our imagination. People have gone back and watched that stream, and Kevin legit looks like he's trying to escape. He's hosting, yes, but he keeps distancing himself from Diddy. He straight up says he doesn't want to be near Diddy's bed on camera. It was chaotic. Cameras were rolling, the room was full of celebs, and one moment even went viral after a woman's hair caught fire. So it's safe to say that the whole night was already controversial.
I'm not jumping the tub myself. Once everybody gets out, just me and the lady. What I do best? Did the camera catch that?
For the sake of his kids and his reputation, we can only hope Kevin had nothing to do with the darker rumors tied to those parties and is just being a helpful everyday citizen by snitching. But let's not act like Kevin was not already caught up in that messy cheating scandal involving his pregnant wife. And remember that car crash? The one where it wasn't just his homies in the car? Yeah, there was another woman involved and a lot of hush-hush around that situation. So now people are saying Kevin might be trying to quietly distance himself from Diddy because Diddy's got something on him and the feds are his best bet. I mean, he shut down all his vegan restaurants for no reason, even though they were doing well online. Didn't sell them, just straight up closed shop. That's giving let me disappear quietly energy, and it seems like he needs some cash quickly. Something is off, and when you look at how he has recently refused to answer any questions related to the party, it's safe to say that Kevin Hart is very worried about the public connecting him to Diddy. Kevin isn't the only one willing to tell the world all he has experienced with Diddy. After all the whispers, lawsuits, and shocking video leaks, Cassie Ventura is reportedly taking the stand zero to testify against Diddy in his trial.
A former girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs could take the stand as early as Monday in his trafficking trial. Cassie Ventura is expected to be one of the first 3 witnesses called to testify against the music mogul.
Yes, sis is done being silent and ready to spill everything about what really went down behind closed doors during her long and rocky relationship with the diddler. Cassie is right in the middle of this whole Diddy courtroom drama, and it's getting wild. On May 12th, during the opening statements of Diddy's federal trial, the assistant U.S. attorney Emily Johnson kicked things off with Cassie's story. According to her, her, this case is about way more than parties and fame. It's about manipulation, control, and straight up abuse. We're talking serious claims. Allegedly, Diddy went as far as paying an S-worker to pee in Cassie's mouth. Emily Johnson painted Diddy as this powerful puppet master who used his influence to mess with Cassie's career and her life when she was just 19. And remember, Cassie already filed that lawsuit against him a while back, the one that got settled really quickly. So the fact that she might still be willing to take the stand says a lot. You know what's funny about the whole Diddy and Cassie situation? Like, the internet has been screaming for years that Diddy might be the G in the LGBT on the down low. It's been an open secret in Hollywood for the longest time. So then it makes you stop and wonder, if all those gay or bisexual rumors have even a hint of truth, what was he really doing with Cassie for over a decade? Was she a beard, a prop, or just another person he needed to dominate? Because let's be real, this wasn't your average toxic relationship. This was some power trip gone absolutely off the rails. He allegedly controlled her career, what songs she could release, what she could say, and what she wore. One of the more disturbing details to emerge from the allegations against Diddy involves his insistence that Cassie always wear white nail polish. According to court documents, this was a specific demand he made. You know who else wears white nail polish? His mother. What kind of weird mommy issues meets control freak energy is that? It's given I want my girlfriend to look like my mother, and honestly, I need a minute to process that. And then there's kissing his mom on the mouth. Yes, the mouth. A man over 50 kissing his mom who's pushing 80 on the mouth is just weird.
What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
My baby.
Mom, freshly dipped though.
Ain't nothing wrong with loving your mama, but that's not the kind of love we're talking about. There are whispers that Janice, Diddy's mom, might have run her own little entertainment empire. And by that, I mean people are saying she had ties to a PR-stitution ring and allegedly introduced Diddy to some wild scenes way too young. Like, imagine your mother bringing you into that world and then wondering why you turned into a walking tabloid scandal 30 years later.
You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You gotta realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too.
So when we piece this together, the white nails, the weird kisses, the Cassie mom parallels, and the shady upbringing, it's obvious that Diddy was a disturbed man. That's what makes it so twisted. Because if he really is cool, that's his business. But don't pull someone into your mess. Make them the face of your fake perfect life and then break them down behind the scenes. It's like he needed Cassie to be the pretty girl on his arm, while he allegedly threw secret parties with male models and kept his real preferences under wrap. Many people have even noticed that at the party with Kevin Hart, Diddy kept calling out for girls but never really paid attention to any of them.
Girls, so we can be in the bedroom with some girls. Let's get some girls up here, please.
First and foremost, I'm not getting.
It's not exactly been confirmed that Diddy is, but there are a lot of people calling Diddy out for being with other men. For instance, Lil Rod, the ex-producer suing Diddy, said something wild about Diddy hooking up with a certain Philadelphia rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj. How many of those do we know? Exactly. The streets lit up with speculation. Meek practically broke the internet denying it. He was on Twitter like, keep my name out of y'all messy mouths, and even offered a $100,000 reward for whoever dragged him into this madness. Dude was pressed. And then honestly, if it ain't true, we don't blame him. But Nicki kind of confirmed that she had an ex who was on an Instagram live where she said she was richer than some of the male rappers and their men. Not their girl, their man.
But I'm not gonna trade my happiness for that. I'm sorry. Especially when I'm richer than them too. Them and they men. Combined put together.
Unfortunately, Meek tried his hardest to stop the rumors. He complained about how these rumors are messing with his peace, saying his kids' school friends were talking and it was stressing him out. What do you think? Was he Diddy's boyfriend at some point? Is he trying too hard to deny the rumors? Now let's slide on over to 50 Cent. Oh, Curtis! 50 has never liked Diddy, and he's been saying for years that something about that man just isn't right. Remember when he told the world that Diddy once asked him to go shopping together? Yeah, 50 said he looked around like, is this a date? And let's be honest, that's not something men in their circle usually ask one another. Since then, 50's been giving Diddy the full side eye, calling him a fruit pop and dropping subliminals left and right. Petty king behavior, but we're not mad at it.
Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, take me, that's what a guy says to a girl.
Diddy, on the other hand, has been thirsting for 50's friendship, practically begging him on air to be besties again. Like, read the room. 50 even accused Diddy of exploiting young artists. So yeah, no bromance reunion coming anytime soon. Then we've got Terrence Howard, the smooth-talking Lucius Lyon. So apparently Diddy invited Terrence over for some acting lessons. But if you ask Terrence, it was more like an audition for something way more personal. According to him, Diddy wasn't really about the acting tips. Nah, he was just sitting there, staring at him like he was about to audition for a role he didn't sign up for. And get this, Terrence's assistant basically had to tell him, yeah, I think Diddy's trying to F-word you. So Terrence said, nope, cut that communication, and bounced real quick.
So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication.
Now, Terrence didn't just casually let that slide either. He's all about keeping it real and maintaining boundaries. He made it clear that he doesn't let just anyone cross those lines, no matter how famous they are. He even said he's passed on some roles if they didn't align with his values. So when Diddy tried that mess, it was a hard no for Terrence. And honestly, good for him. He's not out here compromising his integrity for anyone, especially not someone who's currently swimming in a sea of allegations. And finally, YK Osiris. This little R&B singer popped up out of nowhere with a couple of eyebrow-raising stories. It all started when he posted a video of himself and Diddy getting a couple's massage and Diddy feeding him grapes while they were vacationing in Jamaica. Naturally, the internet went wild with speculation, dubbing him Diddy's secret boy toy. Now, YK Osiris didn't just sit back and let these rumors fly. He addressed them head on during an interview on The Breakfast Club. When asked about the allegations, he laughed it off, saying, I ain't worried about it. A lot of people don't care about it. He clarified that while he was in Jamaica, he was there with a woman, and Diddy was just coincidentally on the island at the same time. I'm sure. Oh, and on the bright side, if Diddy really is by then he might be having a blast in jail, as long as he remembers one important thing: don't drop the soap. We all know how that tends to go. The prison drama is just getting started, and who knows what other juicy details will come out next. That said, this whole case is now buried under a mountain of internet gossip and conspiracy theories. Some folks online are more focused on dragging other celebs into the drama than on the actual investigation. If someone doesn't like a celebrity, maybe because of their past, their personality, or just their face, they'll twist any connection into a full-blown scandal. That kind of noise can cloud the real facts and mess up serious legal work. So when we look at Kevin Hart's involvement, let's be real, he might have been at the party, but that doesn't automatically make him guilty of anything. What matters is evidence, not just vibes. Still, his uncomfortable body language, the weird energy with Diddy, and now rumors that Diddy's threatening people from jail. Yeah, it's all suspicious enough that folks are keeping an eye on him. Let's just hope the truth comes out and the right people are held accountable no matter how famous they are. Or what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.